months, we started to see some positives that we hope going forward into the next second half of the term will be generally positive for the economy.
Where do we think, if you try to look at some economic movements as you have, and the rally that we've seen in the markets? Of course, you said most of 2016 was focused more on the FX market. It looks like that was the only story, and we're almost 1 year now into the new world of our own FX market. So, if you look at the rally that we saw since April till now, not just at the stock market, but of course the Naira moving rapidly since the mid-February when the central bank began these rapid-fire interventions. Do you think it looks like we're getting to a point where the markets and the economy, Main Street and Market Street, are meeting together and they're driving in a particular direction? Yes,
like you mentioned, with the increased interventions from the CBN, we've seen the value of the Naira actually appreciate in parallel market from as high as almost 500 to the dollar down to between 380 and 390. And we've sort of seen the CBN also implement other policies pointing to the investors and exporters FX window, which has had a generally positive effect. You know, if you even think about it, the announcement was made on 21st of April, which was a Friday, and implementation started on 24th, which was the next Monday. And since that day, since that 24th of April, if you look at the equities market, we've had just 2 days of decline. So we actually had the market go on a 10-day bullish streak. From conversations with some market traders, they said that some foreign investors have actually started coming back into the market, but not coming back in full force yet, because they're still sort of waiting on the sidelines to see that the operations of the to test the operations of the market and see if rates at this market will actually be market driven to ensure that the Naira at this market is actually appropriately priced. So we've seen some foreign investors just come in to just test the waters, and this is one of the major factors that led to the bullish run that we recorded in market. We know that foreign participants are the major players in our equities market, and this was one of the factors that we saw. And maybe even to add to that, from most of the conversations that we've also had with some foreign investment banks, it's clear that they know Nigeria is a viable investment destination. So they are basically all long on the Nigerian economy, but the challenge still remains ensuring that the FX issues that we're facing are addressed, and then we can endure this investors to come back.
Look at the latest, some of the latest outlook projections, and I asked that question of the Minister, Honorable Minister of Finance earlier about what the IMF, 0.8%. It looks like Moody's was a lot more bullish on Nigeria than the IMF. IMF was 0.8%. Moody's was looking at 2.5, 2.7 for 2017, 4%. That's quite massive for 2018. And well, a few of a bit of a mix on the banking sector. Challenges are there, but both ratings agencies says our banking system is resilient, even though 2016 was a little bit mixed. But put this together as an analyst, do you think I can invest on these numbers, as it were, projected outlooks and what have you?
Well, generally, from the various views that we've seen, we can all, I think one fact that we can all agree on is the fact that they've been generally positive. I mean, IMF projecting 0.8% growth, as opposed to a contraction of 1.5 that we had in the previous year. Moody's also projecting 2.7% growth. So generally, conditions are there's a clear sign that the conditions within the economy are actually starting to improve, and this should be a positive for investors who want to come into the market, because this is an economy that is still growing, and it would be a good investment destination.
And just as those outlook were coming in, Zenith Bank announced $500 million. Part 2 of its $1 billion program. It started in 2014. and now says we're going to do the remainder $500 million US dollars. We're going to list this on the Irish Stock Exchange. It's not going to be drawdown in naira. It's going to be FX dollars. That is another tonic, if you want to put it.
Yes, I mean,
there's a bit of confidence.
Yes, it shows that the FX situation in markets is actually improving. Like I mentioned, with oil production going up, which means government and oil prices remaining at current levels, which means that government's foreign income is also increasing, and the fact that some foreign investors are actually starting to come back into the market. So we can say that the situation in the FX market is actually getting a lot better than what we saw last year.
In terms of the ERGP and business and budgets, and do you think this can deliver growth? Give us a well,
looking at the ERGP, yes, it's a good plan to lift the economy from the current situation and set it back on the path of growth. Like we mentioned, coming up with plans has never really been our challenge. It's implementation that has always been the problem, and we know that for instance, every ministry is going to be held accountable for implementing whatever policies is directly related to that ministry. So we believe these are good checks that have been put in place to ensure that that the plans are actually implemented appropriately, and we believe that it will be generally positive for the economy.
Okay, Aziba, thank you very much for coming. This is a conversation that's just getting started, so we have a long way to go. The ERGP is a 4-year document, so we're just getting the 4 years started. Yes, thanks for teeing this off for us from Afrinvest investment analyst Aziba. When we come back after the break, Femi Awoyemi is the Chief Executive Officer and Financial Analyst at ProShare Nigeria. He's weighing in on the ERGP conversation. We've got a few areas to cover. Don't go away. We'll be back in 2.